Kim Metro, par 3. And watch this, it was perfection all the way, a hole in one. That would get her to -12 as well. Almost an adjoining green at the second. This is Blanca Fernandez. And watch this, 1, 2, back you come, and straight in for eagle, and takes her to -10.
Yeah, that was the shot of the day. Kirsten Rudgley put a nomination up herself, and this was not only for a hole-in-one, but to drive away in a Ford F-150 Lariat. Have a look at this. Bounce on, run out on the par 3 third. Oh, throw her the keys. Half an inch off getting a new car was Kirsten Rudgley. Spain's Marta Martin, no stranger to good form on these shores. She was third at last year's New South Wales Open. This was her third on the 11. And what a way to make birdie. Don't have to get the putter out, Sandy.
No, you do not.
As we have a look at some of the highlights, and highlight after highlight is exactly what the 39-year-old 20-year tour veteran Sarah Kemp dished up. This was her 5th birdie on the front 9 at 9.
Another player putting herself right in the mix. Darcy Harry, this is at the 12th. This was for a birdie, remembering it was only her 3rd hole. She started at the 10th, so it was a very good start because she'd just gone back-to-back to get to -7.
First stop in Morocco of the LET season is England's Cara Gaynor. And this is her tee shot on 15. And this was the best we saw all day on the tricky par 3. To get through on the final day. So who was going to be able to run her down? 17-year-old Arpo Wangrass needed early birdies, and she got that.
Then we go ahead to Manon de Roy. This was her shot into the 3rd hole. She had parred the first 2, and that was a cracker.
Starting the day at 8 under, and what's better than 1 chip in? Well, I reckon it's 2 in a row, and that's exactly what the 17-year-old sensation from Thailand did. Smilia Tarning Sonderby was one of those from Denmark who just lit it up on the back 9 at one stage. 4 birdies in a row. This is one of them on 16. Cara Gaynor, we said, needed birdies. She needed this to get to 8 under after an absolute gem of an approach. Uphill blind shot on 18, and that was the first of 3 stunners. Sarah Kemp, it wasn't her day in the end, but she's been a mentor to so many over a 20-year professional career. She was heroic in her efforts, and that was one from the deep.
As we watch Grace Kim punch that one in very close. That is a beautiful shot, and I would imagine that will be Grace Kim's first birdie of the day, and she needs it at this point. Couple over. Roger Yang, the young amateur. This is her 2nd at 11. What a player
Look at
she
this.
is. And look at this come around. She's amazing. I mean, we saw what she did at the Australian Open last year, and yeah, makes it.
You got to earn it.
Exactly.
Oh,
A lot
lovely
can
shot.
happen. That is a beautiful shot there. Now that's the best shot that we've seen in 218 by far. So now just has this little pitch over the bunker.
Lovely touch.
And she's going to get out of this more than likely with a birdie. So just goes to show it's only the number that goes on the scorecard that matters.
Now, Wangrass, 3rd shot on 14. This is the par 5, 501. Oh, that's posied up perfectly for a kick-in birdie. Early birdies were the order of the day for Alessandra Finale, and she got exactly that on the par 5 first. One of the most exciting players to watch all day on the par 3 12th. She birdied 11 and thought, how about we back it up with another on 12?
just a little punch shot in, a little bit protected in this corner, one of the few protected areas. Beautiful shot. She would go ahead and pop that in to go to -10.
She got the outright lead after a birdie on the first, but a couple of bogeys on 2 and 7, and she just started to give up some ground. This was to get back to even for her round on the par 5 14. Just had enough in it to get home, and a high five to boot.
Second shot at the 13th hole for Finale. This the par 5. A hole that was very accessible today, very much reachable. Plays a superb shot in here, rolling all the way up.
Good day for Spanish players. Multiple winner on the LET, Nuria Iturrioz, who had birdied 13. Just a couple of birdies on the front 9. She'd been bogey free. This is from way downtown to make it back-to-back birds on the par 5 14. To Italy's Alessandra Finale. This was her third shot on the par 5 18th from the rough. Absolutely perfect. She would go on to make her birdie. She would finish up bogey free for a WPGA win. So history was there for the taking, but early birdies were the order of the day. And in her rookie season, Blanca Fernandez got off to the perfect start on the par 5 first.
At the 4th, second shot for Finale. Had made all pars on the first 3 holes. Plays a beautiful shot in here, spins back, and she was to go on and hold that.
Kirsten Rudgley was the best placed Australian though, Sandy.
Yeah, she had already birdied the second hole. This at the 6th, that one would go on.
It was a birdie on 11 for her.
And look at this from Fernandez from off the green. That was absolutely spectacular. She was also in the chase.
Well, for those who weren't in contention to win anymore, it was all about order of merit points, and it was all about the number on the check for prize money as well. Sarah Kruiswijk got that to hang on to the right lip, and she ended up finishing outright 4th at 14 under.